and I wanted to talk to you briefly today about a few topics related to COVID-19 and the vaccine that is associated with preventing complications from that infection. There has been some concern, both in the community as well as the scientific literature, about the possibility of complications from these vaccines. Two complications that have gotten a lot of press are myocarditis and pericarditis. Myocarditis is an inflammation of the muscle of the heart itself, and pericarditis is an inflammation of the lining around the heart. Both of these issues or complications can occur with the COVID-19 vaccines that are most prevalent currently. These are real complications, and they do happen in a certain subset of people. Our most current data suggest that, I need my glasses, that in the adult population, the frequency of myocarditis is about 10 patients for every million people who get vaccinated for myocarditis. The pericarditis issue happens about 18 times for every million people vaccinated. In younger patients, this rate goes up a bit to 50 people for every million patients, and those are patients from the ages of 12 to 17. So these are real numbers, somewhere between 10 and 50 people for every million people vaccinated who suffer this complication. The other thing to bear in mind, although these numbers are real, is that the likelihood of having one of these complications or another more serious complication is almost 1,000 times more prevalent in people who get the actual disease. So stated another way, you're 1,000 times more likely to have these complications if you get real COVID than if you get the vaccine. The other thing I wanted to emphasize that amongst the people who have developed pericarditis and myocarditis that we know of, they have all recovered uneventfully. No one has had a heart attack as a cause of this. No one has suffered death as a cause of this. They have had certainly some chest pain or shortness of breath associated with the myo or pericarditis, but they've all recovered well. So in short, these are potential complications that do happen with the vaccine, but we feel that the likelihood of having this happen from the illness of COVID is about 1,000 times higher. So we feel like the vaccine is far superior to getting this disease in the wild, and we feel like the vaccine is still the best way to go to prevent long-term complications.